Hi guys, it's Alicja here, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I draw hair, and I know that you guys have a very short attention span, so I'm just going to jump right into it. As you can see, I chose one of my Juicy Brush set brushes, the flat hair brush, and I'm just drawing the front hair. And with my drawings, is always the same thing. It's the front hair layer and the back hair layer. Front hair layer is on top of all the other layers, and the back hair layer is on the bottom of all the other layers. Maybe this will not work for everyone, but just my technique of how I draw, how many layers I use, it just requires me to do it like this. So I'm preparing the front hair, the hairline, and yeah, that's pretty easy. I don't think I have to explain too much right here. And when I'm done, I'm trying to not make her forehead too big, which is not that easy. Guys, remember, always use a reference, alright? Always use a reference. You can see me jumping into the back hair layer, and I'm still using the same brush. I do switch between the flat hair brush 1 and 2 because they are oriented in different directions, so it's useful when you want to make different hair strokes. But those are mostly what I use. For me, it's always the best way to start with darker color when it comes to hair. Darker color and then add some highlights. You don't need to think too much about what kind of color it will be, because if you draw digitally, it's so easy to change the color or even change some parts of the hair. Like with a big airbrush, it works really well, and I will do it in the end of this video, so you'll see anyway. I'm trying to make her some hair strokes. The most important part of drawing hair is like the whole clump of hair, like the whole composition of hair. So focus on that and then think about the hair strokes. As you can see, the ponytail didn't look good because I tried too much. I tried to do too much, so I just made in the end a easy tail and a little stroke with a big brush. Right now it's not really detailed, but don't worry, when I do it like this, it always ends up being way better than if I would focus on details right away. So yeah, and now I'm going back to the front hair layer, and I'm making some of the hairs fall on her shoulders, just like on the reference, keyword reference. I feel like working with one color in the beginning and not thinking about different shades and hues allows you to focus on the most important thing, which is composition, the whole dynamic. If you want, you can also change the dynamic, the volume in the end with a liquify tool. I didn't do it in this drawing because I lacked the volume that I made, but I do it pretty often, and it's okay. It's not illegal to use liquify tool. If you want, you use it. Just like reference is even necessary. Even when you're like the best drawer in the world, you still use references. I'm changing the value, the shade of the hair a little bit. I make it darker at the top, and I want to make it darker, I have to do it like on both layers, so that's a little bit extra steps when you do it my way, but I can't do anything else. Like, that's the way I have to do it. So, and it's not even that bad, like it doesn't take that much time. So, and last times I really love using my not really new, but a little bit changed flat hair details brush from the Juicy Brush set. I love the very thin beginning it has, and you can make such detailed strokes, but without making it too detailed, if you know what I mean. Like, the beginning of the stroke is so thin and so sharp, but it goes thicker quite fast, which makes it really easy to detail your hair drawing very fast and efficient. As you can see what I'm doing right here, I'm just adding some strokes, and just because of the nature of the brush, it looks good, detailed, but also not too detailed, because remember, too detailed hair doesn't look good. Like, don't try to draw every single hair. So that was pretty quick. Now I'm just going to add some highlights, and I do it differently every time, and this time I took just a selection tool. I made an extra layer on top of all the other layers, and I took airbrush brush. You have it on every Procreate, so you can find it on your Procreate for sure. And I just fill it in, and I realize I don't like all of them, so sometimes I'll just leave one little stroke of highlight. It depends on how I feel at the moment. Shade a little bit so it's a little bit warmer and it's more interesting. And because I have some strokes on one layer and some strokes on other layers, I do it very quickly, and it colors only some of the strokes, so it looks pretty good right away. If you get used to this technique, you can like make it very fast. Like, the real time of drawing this hair when I record it is 12 minutes. So you can get very good at that. I'm just adding some extra little strokes at her forehead, because I realized that Olivia Rodrigo has a little bit different forehead, so I had to change that. All the other things I'm just done. I'm very happy with the results. And yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you liked it, guys, and if you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And I'm going to stream Man of Maiden soon, and I'm going to post it on YouTube, so let me know if you like the idea. I love you guys. Kisses. I'll see you or hear you in the next one. Bye bye.